The tennis world is in absolute chaos tonight, as Filipino sensation Alex Eala just fired back at world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka in a move nobody saw coming. After weeks of tension building between the rising star and the Belarusian powerhouse, Eala has finally broken her silence, and fans are losing their minds. What did Sabalenka do to trigger this response? Why is the entire WTA Tour now taking sides? And most importantly, what did Eala say that has the internet exploding with reactions? Buckle up, because this drama is far from over, and the shocking truth will leave you speechless. The seeds of this explosive feud were planted long before anyone could have predicted. Alex Eala, the 21-year-old Filipina prodigy who has taken the tennis world by storm, has been on an absolute tear through the 2026 season. From her stunning victory over world number 2 Elena Rybakina at the Berlin Open till her earth-shattering Wimbledon triumph over defending champion Iga Swiatek, Eala has proven she belongs among the sport's elite. But it was her viral moment against Aryna Sabalenka that truly captured the WTA's attention. During a tense WTA match, Eala delivered a performance that visibly frustrated Sabalenka into a loss of composure, a moment that spread like wildfire across social media. The incident showcased Eala's incredible resilience and tactical brilliance against one of the most formidable players in the game. What made it even more significant was the context. Sabalenka, the reigning world number 1, had been navigating a season marked by both triumphs and physical challenges, including recent tournament withdrawals due to health concerns. This was more than just a tennis match. It was a changing of the guard, a moment where the rising star refused to bow down to the establishment. And the tennis world hasn't stopped talking about it since. Just when fans thought the tension couldn't get any higher, Sabalenka dropped a bombshell that would change everything. The world number 1 declared she was prepared to lead a boycott of Grand Slams over prize money disputes. "I think at some point we will boycott it. I feel like that's going to be the only way to kind of fight for our rights," Sabalenka boldly stated ahead of Roland Garros. "I feel like the show is on us. I feel like without us there wouldn't be a tournament, and there wouldn't be that entertainment." The statement sent shockwaves through the tennis community, with Coco Gauff and Elena Rybakina quickly joining the protest. But the question on everyone's mind was, where would Alex Eala stand? The Filipina star had already made her mark by taking down some of the biggest names in tennis, but taking a political stance against the establishment was an entirely different challenge. Fans speculated endlessly about whether Eala would side with her fellow players or remain neutral to protect her rising career. The pressure was mounting, and the tennis world was watching with bated breath. Would the young sensation risk everything to stand alongside the sport's biggest names? Or would she choose the safer path and stay out of the controversy? Then came the moment that left the entire tennis world stunned. Alex Eala stepped forward and made her position crystal clear. She was standing with the players no matter the cost. "I think we all just want to leave tennis better than we found it," Eala declared with conviction. "I really appreciate and I admire that the top 10 players are standing up for everyone, basically." But it was her next words that truly hit hard. "I think they, being at the top of the game, they represent a lot. They represent the players, so I appreciate that." And then came the knockout blow. "I do think I am on the players' side, and I will always be on the players' side, and I will always be on the players' side." With those words, Eala not only backed Sabalenka, but also positioned herself as a leader willing to fight for what's right. "I think we really need to appreciate the hard work that we go through. I know the work that needs to be put in to get at this level," she added, reminding everyone of the sacrifices players make every single day. The response was immediate and explosive. Social media erupted with reactions from around the globe. Fans praised Eala's courage and maturity, while critics questioned whether she was making a wise career move. But one thing was certain: Alex Eala had just proven she was not just a tennis prodigy, but a force to be reckoned with both on and off the court. If you thought the drama was intense before, you haven't seen anything yet. The moment Eala's response hit the internet, fans flooded social media with reactions that ranged from ecstatic support to heated debate. Alex Eala's success exposing the racism and xenophobia of tennis Twitter against Southeast Asian players. One fan posted, highlighting the deeper implications of the controversy. Another fan fired back with a reality check. LMF, the hate for a rich Asian kid. As if 80% of the tennis players didn't grow up rich. The debate raged on across every platform, with hashtags related to Eala and Sabalenka trending worldwide. Meanwhile, tennis analysts weighed in on what this means for the sport's future. The clash between Eala and Sabalenka had become part of an ongoing narrative in women's tennis, one where rising stars challenge established champions and traditional power structures. Fans couldn't believe that the young Filipina, who started the year outside the top 50, was now at the center of the sport's biggest controversy. Her meteoric rise from world number 35 to the top 30 had already been remarkable, but this bold political stance elevated her to an entirely new level. The tennis world was divided, and everyone had an opinion. Some called Eala a hero for standing up for players' rights. Others accused her of biting the hand that feeds her. But one thing was undeniable: Alex Eala had just become the most talked-about player on the WTA Tour. As the dust begins to settle on this explosive drama, one question remains: what does this all mean for the future of tennis? Alex Eala has proven she is not just a talented player, but a leader willing to fight for change. Her decision to stand alongside Sabalenka and the top 10 players sends a powerful message to the tennis establishment. The players are united, and they will not be ignored. For Eala personally, this moment could define her career. Having already secured 3 impressive straight-set victories en route to the Berlin Open semifinals and making history as the first Filipino to reach the 4th round of a Grand Slam in the Open era, she has proven her credentials on the court. But this bold stance off the court may be what truly cements her legacy. Sabalenka, meanwhile, continues to hold the world #1 ranking, but the pressure is mounting. The Belarusian powerhouse has been open about her health struggles, and now she faces the added burden of leading a potential player boycott. The WTA is at a crossroads, and the decisions made in the coming months could reshape professional tennis forever. For fans, this drama has been nothing short of electrifying. The combination of on-court brilliance and off-court controversy has made this one of the most compelling storylines in tennis history. And with Alex Eala now firmly at the center of it all, one thing is certain: the tennis world will never be the same again. The young Filipina has arrived, and she's not going anywhere. If you enjoyed this latest tennis update and want to stay ahead of the biggest stories in the world, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Kurt Nexus right now. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the action. See you in the next video.